This is the first part of my video series on how to make maps for Persistent World mod in Mount and Blade Warband. The first step of creating any map in Warband, no matter if it's for Persistent World or Native or any other mod that you want to make a map for, is to generate the map seed. The process of making a map seed is very confusing for beginners, but is actually very simple. The first step is to go to your Steam folder, wherever your Steam folder is located on your computer. It is usually located in your C drive, or whatever the main drive on your computer is. Then go to your Steam apps, Common, Mount and Blade Warband, modules, and then you will find a list of all the modules you have installed into your Warband. What you want to do now might seem kind of strange. Copy your native and paste it in the same place. Put this! Now rename native to map making. Put this! Once you're done with this, you are done with this step. It can close out of this folder. Now, start your Warband like you normally would. And then when this box pops up, click on the drop-down menu and select the map making module. Then, click the Configure button. Under the Advanced tab, Enable Edit Mode should be checked. If it is, click OK. Now, you can start Warband like you normally would. After your Warband is finished loading, create a new game by clicking the Start a New Game button in the menu. Now, continue and select any random settings. It does not matter what you pick. Now you have to get through the tutorial, and I found the fastest way to get through the tutorial is to just simply let yourself be killed. Just like that. And say you're not interested so you can get out as fast as possible. Press the tab key. And now you are ready to work on your map seed, finally. The first thing you have to do once you get to here is look at the bottom left hand corner of your screen. There is a new button that you do not see, have you never seen before, called Terrain. Click this magical button and click the Generate Terrain button. If you had a random battle in this particular spot in Swadia, this is what the terrain would look like, because it used the map seed that you can see up in the top right hand corner. It's going off the edge of the screen, and it should be covered by the Bandicam logo so you cannot see the whole thing, but that is the map seed that generates this terrain. When you create a PW map, this type of map seed will not work because it is way too small and it contains trees. Trees will be annoying in your map because you cannot delete them later on. Instead of generating trees randomly from your map seed, you should place them on your own. Alright, so in this button should be disabled, 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 and disabled. It says grass is disabled, but it is actually enabled, strangely enough. Under polygon size, select 5 meters. 5 or 4 meters. I recommend 5, but if you want a map that is a little bit smaller and has better FPS, you can select 4. And then under terrain, select the terrain type that you want for your map. I'll select forest. Under vegetation, ruggedness, and valley, put them all as low as they will go. And hill height. In X and Y, put these as large as they will go. This will cause the map to be massive, flat, and treeless. So now generate the terrain. And that is exactly how it looks. Massive, flat, and treeless. Now, if you zoom in by dragging your mouse up while clicking, I zoomed in too far. There we go. You can see the ground has grass on it. This is randomly generated grass that has to do with the seed. If you want to change the grass that you have in your map, you can do so by clicking the randomize button next to the floral seed button. And regen until you see grass that you like. There's a lot of ferns in that one. I like ferns, so I'm going to have a lot of ferns. In fact, I think the seed only has ferns in it. Okay, so after you have designed the map seed to be the way you want it to, all you have to do is click the copy button right here. Now the map seed is copied to your clipboard, so you can use it later in the next step. For the next step, first close out of your warband and reopen your Steam folder. Steam Apps, Common, Mountain Blade Warband. And then go to Modules. And then open the current version of Persistent World, whatever it is. Right now it's PW 4.5. Then find your scenes.txt file, which is right here. If you look over here, you can see map seeds right here. There is one map. There are 15 different maps that you can edit at once, having loaded it into your editor. The first one is already taken for the default map, and I do not recommend deleting the default map because it is useful to look at later to see on how how different features of map making work. Instead, go to Scene 2, highlight the map seed, which is right here, and paste in the map seed you created in map making module. Now, close and save, and you are ready to start mapping for Mountain Blade Warband.